You are listening to a Daydreamers podcast, and I am the Daydreamer, Erin.
Oh, I'm Kishana.
And this
awesome.
is, she is. And this is our unofficial third co-host, Zipporah, and she will be here until we start making money so I can pay for a babysitter. All right. So let's get it cracking. So, girl, let's recap this show real quick. From last episode, we had two comments that stood out. One was from YouTube, and it was from Crystallized Experience. Also, Crystal the bartender. She be making up like some really good drinks. I know her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, she said in regards to the last episode, so true. Trying to unlearn our childhood. Love this, y'all. I'm gonna figure out what makes me happy and do it. I got so much from this. Thank y'all. Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you
for tuning in and like comments and all that stuff. Like that really does mean a lot to us and everything. Okay. The other one was via text. And it was from the homie Vitus. And he said, I'm gonna try and do it in his voice. Y'all sound like a team out the door. Damn.
Yeah, you know, because I'm Vitus.
Right.
And I'm painting.
I didn't know what that meant. I was like, what are you talking about?
I felt it, like, being real about it. Remember after we got done, I was like, I think that was like our best episode yet. You know, it was just like, I don't know. I think it was the rapport was better.
Oh, okay.
On that.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't feel forced or anything like that.
No.
Which it never really is, but it just the flow was better.
I think because it's just organic. That's why I was like, at the end, and we were like, when you were saying so much, should we re-record? Because, you know, you had to leave early. And I was like, no, because it's real. It's us. It's organic, you know, and it's unedited. Okay. He also said, that was when he first started listening to the podcast. So when he finished it, he texted us and said, I just finished the podcast. I think that y'all have something here. Please keep it coming. Not that y'all don't already know. We know, but it's like, it's good to hear that reassurance. You know what I'm saying?
We know.
Right. Okay. So girl, what's good? What's been happening? What's good with you?
The fact that it says I am Kisha, it just took me out. I'm sorry. All right. So clearly, I'm here at Casa de Davenport.
Mm-hmm.
You know. All right. I'm trying to remember all my Spanish because like class starts Monday, and Spanish is one of the classes. But I worked out today, which is why I look this way, which is why
you actually look fine.
The energy level is.
Well, actually, if you want some Chardonnay to perk you up,
I get that chocolate. Look.
And I got some Bang in there. We got some tequila and Crown and Tito's. Like,
here's the thing. I worked out and I did not eat, and I went to my parents' house because my people are in town or whatever. So, fortunately, they had some ice cold watermelon. Oh Lord, it was about a fourth of a watermelon. And if you think, you think I ain't tear that up,
right,
all of it by myself. Mm-hmm. It was so juicy. It was so sweet. Jesus Lord.
Yeah.
It was a good day. You know, It was a nice workout. I didn't die. You know, she almost killed me. I have not been in the front row since I started back working out. I was in front.
So you in the front row. So that means you were bringing it
because it wasn't nowhere to get, and she made me get in the front.
Exactly. She needs to.
She was like, "You get up here," because I sure was about to be. She said, "You get,"
because she knows that you do this.
I'll tell you one thing though. She asked me if I wanted to do some songs, and I was not ready. And my main thing is you supposed to stay ready.
Stay ready.
You supposed to stay ready. But I skipped last week because I was out of town, and you know, and I'm just like, you know what? You catch me slipping again, you know.
Right.
Because that's my thing is you gotta stay ready because you don't know when opportunities are going to, you know, and you see that, you know, and you understand that. So when you go to other people's classes and things like that, you never know, they might ask you to run a song or something. Right. Stay ready.
Okay, we'll do.
Stay ready.
We'll do. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what did you do that made you happy?
Oh my God. I said no.
Just flat out no.
I said no. And you know, I offered things behind it, but I often forget that no is a complete sentence. Mm-hmm. So I said no and didn't do some things that I was asked to do.
At work or personal or?
Both.
Okay.
Because I was tired and I didn't have capacity. It just, this week has been pretty, I don't know. we're definitely gonna have a grief episode at one point. But this has been a heavy week emotionally for me.
Yeah.
Kinda. So I said no because I didn't have capacity. And let me tell y'all something. It is better to go ahead. Zipporah is down here.
Zipporah is down in my dog's bed.
She's being so cute. But it's better to just, if you don't have capacity for something, or you really don't want to do something, I don't think it would have served anyone if I would have participated in things that I was asked to participate in and had an attitude the whole time.
Right.
Or would have been low energy the whole time. That doesn't, I don't think that helps. Just say no.
Right.
Like, so if you don't want to be somewhere, you really don't want to, whatever, and you can avoid it. And by can, I mean, it's not work mandatory. You can say no. That'll be okay. Because it's better than you going in there and cutting up or being rude.
Right.
Because you're going to be. At some point, you might be able to mask for a little bit,
but not the whole.
But you're not, and I'm like, I'm not gonna put myself through that. So that was nice to me. That was my, I guess, yeah. Oh, I played a guitar.
When?
Over the weekend.
Okay.
I played a guitar. It wasn't good. But you did. But I did that.
But that was something you said you wanted to do, right?
No, but I played a guitar before, but not, but it was interesting.
I was gonna say I heard somebody say they wanted to play the guitar. No, you wanted to learn the harp.
And I don't even necessarily want to learn it. I just want
to just do the strings. Right. Okay. So tell me about
what was your happiness thing?
Oh no, we're gonna get to it. Okay. But tell me about the art crawl because
girl, I didn't go.
Okay, see, I thought you would.
No, I'm supposed to.
We talked about this.
I set up everything. I used my lunchtime to go back up to the studio. And
let me set the scene. So the art crawl is every other month in downtown Monroe, Louisiana, and the art crawl is where
the first Thursday of every other month.
Okay, and we just did it. It just happened the other day because we're in beginning of June now. But all the art galleries downtown open up their doors, and you have art vendors, artists of all mediums out there selling, interacting, networking, hanging out, all that stuff. And so BCC, which is our artist collective group, Kayshauna is the VP of it. Black Creative Circle of North Louisiana, from here on out, will be called BCC. That's what we're referring to. So BCC, we had a space in y'all's studio.
Yeah.
Kayshauna and our other friends, Vitus and Rodriguez, have a shared studio space, and so they use that. So BCC, us, use their space, them, to showcase and things like that. I didn't go because, mom, work, all that type of stuff. I was not going to set myself up to be like, I'm going to try and make it.
Sometimes you can't, and that's also okay.
I understand right now this is not my season to do weekly stuff. Weekday stuff. I'll say that. Anyway, go ahead. So tell me, you said you were supposed to be going because, Vitus, our friend Vitus is the president, and he has a studio space and in the area that BCC used, and he's out of town. So Kayshauna's like the VP, so it's like, you were like, I need to be there because I'm the VP.
Yeah, I had to be. But, so I went and I set everything up for my space. Most of the artists had already kind of come in and started setting up a little bit anyway. But I set everything up. I'm ready. I go home and I change. And just progressively throughout the day, I was feeling bad.
Yeah.
And it just got worse. And so, the closer I got there, the more I felt like I had to throw up. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So
you just set your stuff up and dipped.
Yeah, but I mean, I set it up and then I wasn't there, so I also couldn't bend either. I couldn't
talk to people.
No, I couldn't. Yeah, I'm just like, dang.
But I mean, you're up.
But yeah,
that's
I did all that work to not be able to participate. But
because I saw some pictures. I saw pictures. Rodriguez took pictures and posted. So go to our artist collective page on Facebook and Instagram. It's Black Creative Circle of North Louisiana. And we have some pictures from the event. Some other members and stuff were there, and they took pictures and posted. So Zipporah is playing with a case of water. Why do I have all these goddamn toys in my house if she's gonna play with a case of water?
And she has a purse. I just need y'all to know. That's what I keep looking at.
It's mine.
She got that purse.
It's a Coach purse too.
And she got her baby.
Her Minnie Mouse, yes.
And she just
having a ball. But you know what? She's quiet and she ain't messing with us. So anyway, all that I don't even know where I look because her in this water. Case why is she playing with case? I got toys, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
It's okay.
So yeah, y'all go to our artist groups page on Facebook and Instagram, Black Creative Circle of North Louisiana. Check out the pictures and stuff like that. But yeah, I saw the pictures and I saw your artwork posted up there. The blue series you have. I saw that and I saw some people looking at it and everything. It looked like it was a good turnout just in our space, which means it had to be a lot. There was for the overall art crawl.
We had Beautiful Weirdos out there who did an amazing job. If you guys are not familiar with Beautiful Weirdos,
get familiar with Beautiful Weirdos.
Yeah, that is Tyra George's company. She's amazing.
She's been on the show before too. She's been in earlier episodes.
Yep, she's your crystal dealer. Yeah, you know, she's your stone slanger.
If y'all follow me and y'all see me wear the crystals, and especially that year I was pregnant and stuff, it's from her.
So if you're trying to get stone, hit up Beautiful Weirdos with an S. That's on TikTok as well as Instagram and Facebook, and that's beautifulweirdos.com. Well, anyway, Tyra's my best friend because she's awesome. And she was telling me, even though I wasn't there, the cool thing is like if you have something where you need to set up and you can't be there, if you could have a QR code, because she was telling me people were scanning my QR code.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
So like get you one if you don't have a QR code, like just to sit next to your stuff, like, and they can go on your website and see your other things.
So whenever I start my Etsy page,
get a QR code. And Drake thank goodness Drake actually made those for us, so I wouldn't even have that without him. So
that's what's
shout out to Drake.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah. Okay. Well, I don't feel like I missed anything, but it does suck because I want to hang out, but like. Girl, I
didn't think it was going to be that good of a turnout because it was raining and stuff. I thought they was going to cancel it, but
well, you know, white people go out. White people still be out. Black people are all the ones who don't go anywhere when it rains.
Yeah, we really do not because
white people still go.
We're not trying to, you know.
I mean, the art crawl is definitely saturated with white people.
One thing Tyra did tell me is
black
that
people.
A bunch of people came from Ruston.
Really? They had the Peach Festival this weekend.
I was supposed to go to Shreveport because this is the field day. Well,
the Pride Field Day? Oh.
But
next year. Okay.
There'll be a film series or something. I'm sure there's something else I can go to. I mean, June is a large month. So.
Yeah. Okay. So as far as me, so I'm going to talk about what I did to make me happy later on because it has to do with, it's related to one of the things I want to discuss today. So I'm going to bring that up later. But as far as what's good, I mean, ain't nothing really been going on.
Don't act like, I mean, it's always something good. So. Something's good. You have a beautiful child, an amazing husband. You're doing well at work.
Yeah.
You're coming along with your spin, getting ready.
Well, I am proud about the spin. I did crank it up.
Rollerblading?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I'm giving my rollerblade update. Okay, that's what I forgot. So I said on the last show that I treated myself to rollerblades. Well, really, my mama and my homegirl did. For Mother's Day and stuff like that. So I got the rollerblade. Bitch. Why I saw it? Why did I think it's not like riding a bike? Okay, rollerblades is not like riding a bike. Regular skates, the 4-wheel skates, that may be more. That's what they call. Okay, quad skates. I didn't know there was an actual term for them. They are more so like riding a bike. You still wobbly.
So we finna go to State Town, is what you're saying.
Girl, no, what I'm finna say is I'm finna be like them little kids. You know how they have them little tripod, little tripod, what is it? The little walkers?
Yeah,
the little kids. That's what I'm gonna have when I go to the skating rink because girl, I got up early Monday morning. It was Memorial Day. I got up early Monday morning. I said it's not gonna be a lot of traffic. I stay on a highway and it's busy. And I was like, okay, it's a holiday, so not everybody gonna be at work. I'm gonna get up early in the morning and do it, like 7 or whatever. So it's not too many cars out, and I'm going to do it in my driveway. Bitch, I didn't take my hands off my car. I was literally, like, holding on to the car the whole time. And then, like, as far as skating, I did enough to, like, push myself to where I would push myself off my car and roll to Larry's car. Because we parked on 2 different sides of the driveway. And then I try to like skate a little bit, like kick my leg a little bit or whatever. And I only almost bust my ass one time.
Let's go tomorrow. Let's go to Skate Town tomorrow.
Okay.
Ain't nobody gonna be there. Good. I ain't put on no cries in a minute. Okay. I'm gonna use theirs. I gave my skates away.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
It's
tomorrow
a date
if you got time.
It's a date. Yeah. Let me make sure
we can stay on the carpet. It's nothing because both of us. It's been a minute. We can stay on the carpet, and then they got their back wall. So like if it really go down, like
it's gonna go down.
Zipporah, we gonna have a good time. We bring Zipporah. Yeah. She might not.
I don't know. If I don't know, I may leave her out the house with Larry. I don't know. So? I don't know. It just depends. Like, I don't have anything planned tomorrow other than just being a wife. Like, Larry works 6 days a week, so I cook a breakfast for him. It may end up being lunch for him, but I cook a breakfast for him, and I don't think I have anything to do. No. Okay, it's a date. We'll put it down in pencil just in case mom-wife shit pops up. In case the poor decides to be sick again. But that's about it.
Even tomorrow.
Okay.
2:30 to 4:30 is the only time they open. So
okay. So yeah, I did the rollerblades, and even though I got up and I was like, "Bitch, you are not 12." Like I got up on that thing like I was gonna be out here rollerblading like I'm 12 again, and I was out there like Bambi, and I was just laughing at myself. I was laughing at myself. And I had a good time embarrassing myself to myself. It is what it is. It was fun. But I'm try again. Because I done bought these damn rollerblades. I've been wanting these rollerblades forever. I finally got them. So I'm not going to let them just sit in the corner of my house. Like, I'm going to use them. So, yeah.
It'll help with your conditioning. It's another form of physical activity.
Yeah.
That uses a different muscle group. And
you're right.
Help you with your spin.
You are absolutely right. I think that's about it as far as like
Isn't it funny though how like stuff we used to do like skating? Okay, I'm gonna be real. When I went to the guitar center, I picked up the violin, and baby, it isn't like riding a bike either. So like,
you used to play violin.
Yeah, I played in college and everything. So
I don't think I knew you played in college.
Yeah, nice scholarship, nice scholarship from orchestra. Girl, pick the thing up. Much like your rollerblading,
hot mess.
The muscle memory is gone. Like it is gone. So 12-year-old Erin's muscle memory to right now Erin is gone. Same thing for me. I get it.
Okay.
I get it. Just not a physical activity.
It was a hot ass man.
But we really be thinking we can do stuff though.
Girl, for real. I'm about to be out there with it. Let me just get a couple practice laps in. And I'm going to be all out there with my baby in her stroller. Girl, hell no. I ain't leave off the front step, girl.
We be having faith.
Okay.
We were like, oh, we can just
bitch, I got this.
Just confident. I remember this. I remember, no, you don't, girl.
Girl, it's a hot ass.
You don't.
Hot ass.
Get out there and get shiny.
Okay, so let's jump into some things. So, as far as life, okay, we like to focus on several elements of everything. We talk about the random, the trending, the culture, all that stuff. Okay, so I kind of have a little bit of everything today, kind of. So it's just as far as life moments. I have a bonus Muva moment. For those who are new to a Daydreamers podcast and who don't know me, I am a stepmom. Okay, and I'm a proud stepmom, and
a wonderful stepmom.
Thank you, because
she does an amazing job.
I feel like I'm the shit. I said this before. Thank you. I said that before. Like I am the shit. Okay, and can't nobody tell me I'm not. And if somebody comes up to me and see, I used to call myself a bonus mom, but then like ever since Jada Pinkett put out her Red Table Talk, and she was calling herself bonus mom, like. I feel like a lot of people have been using that term now, and I've been calling myself bonus mom for years. I mean, years. And so I was like, I'm going to move away from bonus mom because everybody's all on that. So the new term is bonus mother because ain't nobody got that. But anyway, if anybody come up to me and be like, oh, I'm a bonus mom too. I'm just like, for real? Who told you you was a bonus mom? Who makes you think you can hang out with me? Because see, I'm the shit. Okay? I am the shit. I love my kid and I treat him well. Okay? Mm-hmm. I treat him good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all for it. Like, it's to the point to where when Nicholas was little, that's my son, when he was little, he thought I was for him, not his daddy. He thought I was there for him. And it's like, no, dude, I really came over here to like kick it with your daddy and be all up on him and let him get me drunk off Crown. I'm just in the back watching Transformers with you right now. But when you fall asleep in the next couple of minutes, I'm about to be playing with your daddy. But anyway, so I do have a bonus mother moment. Just to share with some people, just some things that I come across. I will say this, I'm very blessed as a bonus mom because I am in a lot of stepmom groups on Facebook, and so I just see a lot of stuff, and then you just hear a lot of stuff, and I just be like, some of these women are going through straight hell with their partners and their children and blending the families and this and that. And I don't have no problems like that. Like, I mean, like, we're regular people and things come up, but on a scale of 1 to 10 out of all the years I've been in this child's life, I put it like a level 2. Like, and if things were problematic, then I wouldn't be. It would be
a lot different.
It wouldn't be because I don't want to deal with no shit. I'm not dealing with no shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, my kid, he's a regular kid. I mean, you know, there are times he's a little asshole, he's a little jerk, but then also he's like a
teen.
I mean, but I mean, like, you know, he's a good kid for the most part. But anyway, so this is just a bonus mother moment I would like to share with you guys. My child, I call him my son, and he is. We got the official word. He's going to be a senior this year in high school. Woo! Yeah, and it's like, that's so exciting. I just remember my senior year in high school, and I thought I was the shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, okay? And I had broke up with my high school boyfriend at the time, and I was feeling myself, and I had gained like 5 pounds, so I was like 115 pounds. I thought I was thick, like, girl walking around with stomach out, low cut jeans, wet mud wedge sandals, the mud wedge sandals. Like, I thought I was the shit. Okay, but anyway, Big Nick is going to be, he's officially a senior. Larry got grades and stuff like that, and he's officially a senior. That's awesome. So I'm super excited for him. I'm excited for everybody that's graduating.
He's about to go to college.
Right, and like, he's going to be 18 in December, and it's just weird. Like, I don't feel old at all because I was young when he was born. Nicholas and I was 19 when he was born. So I don't feel old. You know, it's just time has passed. But the thing is, I've been in his life. Now, like, I've known about him his entire life, but I've been in his life when since he was 3. That's when his dad and I became a serious couple, and we decided to be together, was when he was 3. And that's when we met. So, like, I've been in his life since he was 3. He's going to be 18 in December. And it's just like, wow. Like,
he's a young man.
Yeah, he is. He is. And I'm so happy. I'm so excited for him. You know, it's so much ahead of him and everybody else. Like, it's just so cool.
You got graduation next year.
Yeah, we do. I'm so excited. I'm already like thinking about, like, am I going to wear t-shirts? Am I going to be dressed? You know, I'm extra.
You should get the signs with his face. You know, big signs.
You know, I'm extra. You know, I'm extra. I'm going to figure out something. But anyway, yeah. So just congratulations to my big boy, my Big Nick. He's going to be a senior this year. Also, a bonus mother moment, a bonus mother thought I've had. So families go through things. Family goes through growing pains. My family is growing. It's growing. It grew with Zipporah being here. It's growing with Nicholas becoming a young man. You know, like, he's still a kid, but he's turning to a young man. I still feel like they're kids. But anyway, you know, like, our family is just changing and it's growing. And with growth, there are growing pains. And I'm not saying we're going through a growing pain. We're going through a growth spurt. We're going through a growth spurt in my family. And I'm not saying it's anything bad. So please don't be messy. Like, Erin talking about they doing this. No, we're good. We're just going through a growth spurt is what I'm saying.
It's a transition.
Yeah, you know, and so sometimes those spurts can be bad, good, they're uncomfortable, whatever. I'm not going to say bad or good because it's a spurt. So it's uncomfortable, you know. You all of a sudden wake up and you're like you're taller and none of your pants fit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to wait till mama get paid to go to the store to get you some new pants. So you're a little uncomfortable for a week. Like, that's what I'm saying. But with that being said, on a personal note, like, during our growth spurt right now, I felt like I needed to do something within my family. And I wanted, like, I feel like being a wife is more than fixing my husband's plate.
Yeah.
Than cooking. Yeah. It's more than not denying him sex whenever he wants it, you know? It's more than, it's just more than like keeping the house clean. It's more than being man's version of submissive. I say man, not the Lord's version. I'm saying man's version of being submissive. Yeah. It's more than that. And so in this instance, in this particular growth spurt, I was washing dishes one day and I was thinking about some things and I was just looking at my husband, supporting my husband. This growth spurt is uncomfortable for everybody. And more directly him because it's his biological child. And so I'm just thinking about him. I'm just like, I've been praying about it. And, you know, I love my husband. I want to support him. I like the growth spurt. It needs to happen. But like I said, it's uncomfortable. And so I was sitting there washing dishes and I was like, oh, it just came to me. And I was like, boom, the Lord is speaking to me because I feel like the Lord talks to me in my dreams and daydreams. Like I'm always in my head and that's when I've heard him. And so I thought this was the time I was hearing the Lord. And I was like, oh, I'm just, you know, because like I said, I feel like being a wife is more than just rubbing his back when he come home and I don't know, just catering to him. Like, I don't think that's just a wife's role. I'm like, a wife needs to show up in other areas. And I was just like, I need to take control of my family because this is my family. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to call a family meeting. And not to say it was going to be anything serious. I was just going to call everybody together and we just kick it and we just kind of like talk about some things in a casual setting.
Just to get grounded.
Yeah, just like in a casual setting, a chill setting or whatever. You know, I was like, I'm going to do that. And I told my girlfriend, Sharice, and she was like, oh, yeah, that's because she knew about the growth spurt that was going on with us. And then she's like, oh, that's a good idea. You know, she was supporting me. And I talked to my mom, and she was like, okay. She didn't really respond. She listened. Thanks, Mom. Okay. She listened. And she was like, okay. And I was going through it. I was like, Mom, I just feel like being a wife, it's more than just fixing his plate and making him gravy all the time. Like, it's more than that, Mama.
Not making gravy, Lord.
Girl, my husband like gravy and rolls.
It's more than just making gravy.
You know, it's more than that. It's more than what people say on Facebook and stuff. And so
it's a lot of things.
It is. And so
it can mean a lot in everybody's marriage is different because the needs are different.
Yeah, and so I was just like, that's not what I'm here. Girl, she throwing crayons. I'm sorry, y'all. Hurry up and like get more people to listen to our podcast so we can produce revenue so I can get a babysitter. And you won't have to hear this in a
Shout out to our future sponsors. If you'd like to become a sponsor, please email us at...
Yeah, you really can. A daydreamerspodcast@gmail.com. No apostrophe, just a daydreamers podcast.
That's right. daydreamerspodcast@gmail.com.
But yeah, I was just like, Mom, I just feel like, and you know, and I was just sitting there thinking, and it just came to me, and Mom, I'm just, you know, because I just feel like I need to do something at this point. Larry said something, Nicholas has done something, and I'm just sitting back here watching and just supporting quietly. And I say what I need to say to Larry, and I leave it at that. And, you know, I stay away because I don't want to just, you know, that's me. And my mom was just like, okay. And so, like the next day or so, something happened that said, Erin, sit your ass down. And it wasn't anything bad. It was just something happened, and I was like, you know what? Everybody isn't grown, but everybody is of age to know what they are doing. Everybody does what they want to do. Everybody is able to communicate. Everybody is capable, you know what I'm saying? And so like I took a step back and was like, look at things how they are. Take the feelings out, this and that. Like I said, people gonna do what they want to do. And they may not have any, you know, they may not, like if someone's not texting you, it may not be because they got a problem with you. Maybe because they just been busy at work. You know what I'm saying? So just look at it like that and take your feelings out of it and just see the situation for what it is. This is what it is. And just, you know. So with that being said, I just went in for my daily morning meditation showers, and I prayed and I meditated. And so this long story short, like I felt like this is my family. I'm the matriarch and this and that. And I felt like I needed to show up as a wife and supporter of my husband. And then the woman of this family, and actually like do something. But what I realized I needed to do in this situation was pray, meditate, hand it to the Lord and give it to him and don't pick it back up. That's what I need to do in that situation. And you can probably apply that to any other situations you were going in, but this is just something, like I said, is just going on in my bonus mom life. And I just wanted to share, like, your family's going to go through growth spurts, even if everybody is like from the same biological parents and this and that. And there are times you may feel like you need to do something, but sometimes you might just need to look at things the way they are. And you can pray, meditate to whomever, whatever your higher power is. Mine is God, and I just took it to him and I left it there. Everybody is capable of doing things. Everybody is capable of communicating. People do what they want to do. People grow. People learn every day. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Also talk about how it's not always our jobs to fix. It's not always. Now, sometimes, some situations, it is our responsibility.
And see, that's how I was feeling.
It's rare. But we're not here to fix. It's not always.
And see, the growth
a wife or a woman, or like if you want to take it that way, a black woman's job to fix everything. This is what we always do.
But see, I felt like, and I hear exactly what you're saying, which is why I ultimately.
And it's a reflex because that's what we. That's
because I'm
what
like,
we do.
This is my family. This growth spurt is uncomfortable as fuck. I'm looking at my husband. I'm seeing my son, and I'm uncomfortable, and I don't like that everybody's uncomfortable. And I'm gonna take control of this because this is my family, even though this is my son by somebody else. But this is my kid and my family, and I just feel like I need to do something at this point. And then, like I said, something happened that I was like, Erin, you know what? This growth spurt ain't even got nothing to do with you. You just
let's think about that in a whole in the mix. Fit in a whole bunch of different scenarios. How many times shit didn't have nothing to do with work at work?
I mean, you associated with it, but
it's a lot of different settings. In friendship circles when certain things are going down, and it really don't be having nothing to do with you. Like, so you don't have to go in and fix. You don't. It's not your responsibility to fix people. Exactly. And first of all, let's just start there. You can't fix anybody. You can't. Therapists can't even fix anybody. That's not what they're there for, and they're trained. Like that's not what that is. You don't always. The onus is not always on you.
Right.
You don't have to do that. Take that out your book bag. There's plenty of other shit in there that you got to carry around that don't have to be one of them.
Girl, exactly.
So, just
exactly.
Sometimes it is good to like take a step back, leave it alone. You know, leave it alone. You gotta let people.
I went in that
do what
shower,
they're gonna
girl.
do,
I sat on the floor,
and because you can't change anybody. You can't, and we all know we can't. Not only can we not change anybody, we can't make nobody do nothing.
Yes.
You cannot make nobody do nothing.
Yes,
and I'm not talking about that. I'm saying in general.
Yes, I'm agreeing with you on our family growth spurt and in life in general. Yes, you can.
You can try till you blue in the face.
Right.
If somebody don't want to do something, they're not gonna do it. Right. Simple as that.
Right.
You can't.
And then once again, and I am kind of speaking on just personal relationships of mine. Like I said, it may not even you over here. Like once I'm gonna use the text message phone call thing again. Somebody didn't call you, and you're just like, well, you know what? They doing, they this and they didn't call me this and that. Did they schedule the phone call on the wrong day? You know what I'm saying? Like, were they busy? Did their phone die? Were they in a place? It's so much more exactly. So kind of take the feeling out.
No, not only do you a lot of times we don't know what's going on in people's lives. We're not privy to it either. That's none of your business. You don't get to know what's going on with every single thing that's going on in somebody's life. So just kind of reel it in a little bit.
Even if y'all have a close relationship, like Kayshana shared something with me, and I was like, "Bitch, why you ain't tell me this? How long this been happening? Oh, it's been the fuck.
Because
why you ain't tell me?
Because I'm Vitus to the gang, and I know he gonna hear this.
Why you ain't tell me? Why? And she's saying that because our friend Vitus, he like
don't say that, but just know he know.
But they don't.
They don't need to.
He don't say nothing.
He don't, and I love it.
And it's like
I'm gonna start moving like Vitus. I love it.
I should. I'm such an open book. But anyway.
Man,
but yeah.
Fuck, look.
I was like, anyway, yeah, you're right. We're not privy to it and things like that. But yeah, like take that, let that marinate. I hope that helps somebody. And I share it because like when I first started dating my husband, I didn't know anybody that was like me. I didn't know anybody that was dating a guy with a child that was serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's plenty of chicks dating. I mean, plenty of dudes got kids. There's plenty of women out here dating men or dating people that have children and things like that. But I didn't see anybody where I was at that was like me and was doing it on my level. Like, I really was invested in my boyfriend. Therefore, I'm invested in his child. I wasn't trying to, like, buy the kid's love. I treated him like he was my little cousin at first. Like, you know, like, and then eventually I treated him like he was my little brother. And then eventually I treated him like he was mine, you know. But yeah, like I didn't know anybody like me. And so it would have been nice if I would have heard somebody like me talk about things like this. Or just, you know, and I didn't tell y'all what it was, but just know it's a growth spurt. Everybody go through it. But still, like in some situations, you might want to take a step back. Also, real quick, because we stayed on this a little bit longer, but I have a bio mom moment, meaning biological mom. In the stepmom world, it's bio, like bio kids, bio mom, that's it. So anyway, a bio moment. Bio mom moment. I experienced, I don't know if I told you this, some working mom guilt. Okay, so Zipporah was sick, and I mean, she was sick on paper.
Zipporah is a troll. Yo. Zipporah. Oh, look. And the way she did it and then just walked away. She just pushed it and walked away. Look. Okay.
No, do not press that button. No.
She said encore. She said encore.
So she was sick on paper. I had to go pick her up from daycare Thursday. She was coughing and she coughed until she vomited. Long story short, it's like allergies and things like that. You know, they can't cough up all that cold and mucus and stuff in their chest. And so that's basically what happened. Took her to the doctor. They did a nasal swab. And the thing is, the alarming part was that it happened twice in a day. Because it happened before enough for me to know what it is. But it's never happened back to back, day to day. What is it that you need? Well, get your sandwich. Get your sandwich and eat it. So anyway, I took her to the doctor. They prescribed her with saline. Got the nebulizer breathing treatment thing. Put the little mask on the face and stuff like that. Okay, so anyway, they called me on Friday. And I was debating on taking her to daycare because there's a vomiting policy at daycare. Like if a child vomits, they have to. It's 24 hours from the last time they vomited. They can't have any more vomiting before they can come back to daycare. Well, see, the thing was, I knew this had to do with like allergies and stuff, and she did vomit, but like she coughed, and she coughed so much. Therefore, she vomited. You get what I'm saying? So I'm telling Larry this. I'm like, well, I don't know. Larry's like, just take that girl to daycare. She's fine. I'm like, yeah, but see, I just want to be sure because it's a gray area. She vomited, but she vomited because she was coughing so much. You know, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the doctor ended up calling me saying she had rhinovirus. That's a big, scary term and word for a cold. And so I was just like, they running down rhinovirus to me. And I'm just like, whoa, can she not go to daycare? They was like, no, it takes 5 to 7 days to run its course because the cold and toddlers and stuff is like serious. Okay, so I'm at home. So that was like Friday, the weekend, and then Monday's Memorial Day. Here's Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday makes day 5. So this is the thing where the working mom guilt comes in. I wasn't tripping on my baby being sick, you know what I'm saying, on paper, because she was still around here. It's sidewalk chalk on my kitchen floor. Like, she's fine. But, you know, she's still viral at the same time. But, like, I'm not tripping on that. I'm going to take care of my baby. What got me was, I was like, should I ask my boss for me to take off so that I can, because I work from home. I pay my bill paying job is remote. And so, like, I'm like, you know, I don't know if I should ask to be off, because I can, whenever my husband gets home, I can work after, you know, we do dinner and all that stuff. But by that time, it's usually like 8 o'clock, and I'm be trying to get my work done, and I'm be tired, I'm be stressed, and yada, yada, yada. And so I called one of my girlfriends who was also a mom. She had her baby 2 months before me. And so I was just like, girl, I just need to run this by you real quick. And before I could even finish my sentence, she was like, bitch, call in sick. Like, whatever. And I was like, well, I don't understand why I'm over here going back and forth on, should I take off to just focus on a toddler? And running up behind a toddler is tiring, y'all. It's tiring. I was like, because I'm just not going to have the energy to do work. And I don't want to be stressed about not getting my work done, yada, yada. And I don't want to say I can do something and then I don't do it. And, you know, but if a friend would have called me with this, I would have been like, bitch, fuck them people. Because if you would have died, what would you know what I'm saying, girl, if you don't take off and worry about your baby and not worry about that job, like, bump that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm over here like, I don't know. And so my girlfriend was basically like that. Before I could finish my sentence, she was like, girl, whatever. Like, you don't even have to finish your sentence, because telling people your baby is sick, you're not going to be able to work. I emailed them and everything, and my boss was like, people already had PTO. They weren't going to be in the office because it was a holiday. But, you know, and I was like, well, damn, you know, I'm not sure, and this and that. But anyway, I ended up being off. But the whole point of this, I'm so sorry for rambling, is that I actually had working mom guilt. And I didn't even know that was a thing. And my girlfriend I was talking to, she was like, oh, yeah, I get it. But you know what? Bump that. And I was like, well, girl, how long did it take you to get to F working mom guilt? And she was like, probably initially, because she teaches. But she teaches like it's my friend Monique. She teaches like theater and improv and stuff like that. So she's not your standard teacher in the classroom. She goes to school and teaches this skill. But she's like, girl, from like, it didn't take long. Like, bump that. You need to focus on your baby. There's nothing wrong with you focusing. You can't focus on your baby and then try to work. Like, it's so much. And that's what I was thinking. Like, it's so much. But I don't know if I should. I don't want to seem like I can't do my work.
That kind of goes back to the thing, you know, how we talk about, like, what do you do? Whatever, like, what your happy thing was. And I said no. Yeah. Stop putting yourself in positions to be overwhelmed. That would be you putting yourself in a position to be overwhelmed. And you know you're going to be overwhelmed, but you're going to agree to do something anyway. Yes. Y'all, we got to stop doing that. We got to stop doing that. We got to be mindful. It's like, you know it's going to be a shit time. So, like, just say no. Yeah. Or call in. Because at the end of the day, whether it's your baby, your beautiful baby, or it's you, them folks this stuff going to get done. Yes. And let's just say you fall out right now. Yes. Guess what? It's gonna get done. That position gonna be posted tomorrow. It's gonna get done.
And I know that. But you know what? I think what got me is that my job is remote and I don't have to clock in or out.
But it's still a what? It's still a job.
It still is.
That is a job. That is
well. My girl got me straight, and I was also like, I don't even know why I'm tripping. Like, so it's not gonna happen again. But yeah, that's just like a bio mother moment. Where I had working mom guilt, and I was like, this is bullshit. Like, it sucks that I even feel this way. Mm-hmm. You know, like, why did this feel even come over me? Like, oh my God.
Take that time off. Call in. Use your time.
Like, and see, you know what? I actually don't have sick days, so I'm not getting paid. And I'm using my PTO for when I go on my cruise later on. So, like, I'm not getting paid for this and that. And my girlfriend was talking to me about that. And I was like, you know, she just basically gave me some reassurance.
Anyway, because you're not going to be able to get the work done. So you might as well.
Exactly.
You might as well.
Right.
Go ahead. What I do? But what I do?
Okay. So let's move on. Okay. So so my happy moment, I said it was related to something I really wanted to hit on within the show. As far as a culture, what I did to make me happy was I took actual steps. I called my insurance company. To see if my medical insurance covered counseling. Yeah. My copay is going to be $30 per visit. And it's I can go however many times I want to. I'm just going to pay the $30. So I'm happy that I finally did it, but like it's something that I know is good for me.
Man, you know how I feel about that. Everybody needs to know.
Okay, so
everybody.
So that's really what I really want. I know I took a lot of time up with the whole mom thing and stuff, but I really wanted to focus on that today. Just medical help in the Black community.
Oh my God.
And so, like I said, I don't care. You can label me. Label me all you want to. When I went to the doctor because I couldn't focus on work and come to find out I have anxiety and I really was depressed. I wasn't just sad. I wasn't just getting out of bed because it was Wednesday. Like, and you were not getting out of bed because you were depressed. But like, I was saying to somebody like, oh girl, I just got diagnosed. I'm happy about it. I just got diagnosed, bitch. I'm on anxiety medicine. I feel better now.
Well, I don't want to say what's wrong. You know what's going on. Yeah. There's a language to what it is that's been going on. You know how good that feels?
Yes.
You been walking around.
I all of a sudden feel better.
And like it's kind of like you needing glasses all your life, and you finally get some glasses.
Yes, and you're like, what?
Right? Like, the whole time.
Fine line. What? What is this? So but I was talking to somebody and I was like, yeah, girl, this and that. And she was saying how when she was going through postpartum depression and anxiety, she was like, she basically did it on her own because she didn't want to be labeled. And I was like, and there's no judgment. I was like, girl, you can label me. I do not care. Label me all you want to. I feel good.
Whether you call a thing or not, it's still a thing. I don't care how much you call Ragnar a duck or you don't call him anything. You don't want to label it. He's still a dog.
Right.
Like, it doesn't change anything. And Black people, a lot of times in our communities, they don't want to seek help because they don't want to label. I don't want to go up there and tell me I got high blood pressure, baby, but you got it right now. It didn't go away.
You just don't want it on your permanent medical record. I mean, like,
what do you think is going to happen? Yeah. Besides you actually getting treatment,
exactly,
and guidance for how to,
because then you have to act right. Then you have to do certain things. But it's like you have to deal with the real.
I don't want them to tell me that, but you already know it's still going to be in existence.
Right.
It doesn't make it go away. I never really understood that fear. I understand the fear. I understand the fear because it's been a lot of shit with Black people in the medical community, especially Black women with the forced sterilizations and things like that, and also our high mortality rates and the low birth rates of our babies. And things like that, and not to mention taking it back to the Tuskegee experiments on our men.
Oh my God! Yes,
we have reason
because when they were doing COVID shots, I was like, hell no. I know about what they did to my brothers back up in Tuskegee. Absolutely not. But then when time came around, I was like, right here, shoot me up right here, right here, sir. But okay, so.
Like there's reason for the mistrust. I'm not saying there's not.
Yes.
And even studies that are not always accurately depicting how certain things will affect Black people. There's certain medications that Black people do not need to take. Period. And if these doctors are not well versed in those things, they'll prescribe them anyway. But anyway, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. No. I know you're passionate about this, and also like you are a medical. I'm not medical.
I'm just a person.
A mental health advocate and things like that. You work in that atmosphere. You've done some sort of you've done that counseling for other people as far as your day job and things like that. So I know how you feel about it. Before I take my notes. But this is on a personal note, like the catalyst for seeking medical assistance and help. Like for me, it was basically me ending a relationship with someone that I should be close with or, closely associated with. You already know what I'm talking about. So that is really what made me, and it's not the ending of the relationship with this person. When I say ending, I mean burned. Like
burned and swept away.
Like it's done, you know? And I'm not one of the people to be like, I just cut people off. Like I'm not that person. So for me to say this person is no longer in my life, I mean, like it's real. So
at least not in the same way that they were before. Definitely not.
Right. So like it's not necessarily me saying me cutting off this person. It's what the repercussions, the after what's the word I'm saying? Because I'm not involved with this person anymore. I'm no longer involved
with the side effects.
Yes, thank you. Okay. So it's the side effects, like because this person is no longer in my life, I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to be able to build relationships with other people associated with you. I'm not going to be able to have, and you know what I'm talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So
that's unfortunate.
Yes. And like,
girl, going through it. Right now.
Okay, yeah.
Going through it.
Yes.
What's that?
Yeah. So, okay, Shauna knows personally, but I mean, like, this is what it is. Like, I'm cutting off a relationship, and because of that, I'm not going to be able to have relationships with other people. And it's not like, well, you friends with somebody I don't like. It's like,
you just
cannot, because this relationship has been burned and it's over with and it's literally done. And so, like I said, I'm not saddened by that. I'm actually surprised that I'm cool with it. It's the side effect that is bothering.
It's the gotcha. You know, like that part is done, but I didn't want it really to be done on this other end.
Exactly.
I care about these other people.
Exactly.
Yes. Y'all, everybody, look, everybody know. Look, I'm going through a divorce right now. So, and y'all pretty much know that's what happened. Erin is not. I am. I'm just saying we're experiencing similar things.
Yeah.
With that at this point of that's a loss. You know, you've lost the relationship, you know, whether it was amicable or not or whatever. And then you lose all the peripheral relationships. Right. You know, so that
is what, and I'm not saying that I'm staying up awake at night and I'm stressing behind it.
No, it's
the sucks part. So eventually I'm gonna get over it. You know, and I ain't gonna think about it. But right now, it bothers me.
And you'll see things, and you're like, "Oh,
okay. Exactly.
That's great."
Yes.
And you don't want anything negative to happen or anything like that, or anything. It's just like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. It's different. It's a different capacity. If there's even a capacity at all that they're holding, like that they're in a space in your life, because unfortunately, sometimes there's just not, you know, where they're just not gonna be able to take part anymore. Right. Or let me put it this way. You're not going to be able to take part. I'm
not going to be able to take part. That's what it is. I'm not going to be able to do it because...
And it's like, okay.
You know? And it sucks so bad. It does. But you know what? I am okay with that.
You're becoming okay with it.
Yeah. So that's really what it is. I said, and I have other things going on with me. If y'all been a long-time listener of a Daydreamers podcast and it was just me, I've said before, like, I have dad issues. To the fullest. My dad was not in my life. Girl, the dad issues are so bad. So let me tell you this real quick. But like, so Zipporah was supposed to be born the week before Thanksgiving, but she came 6 weeks early. Anyway, so we were going to have the baby shower like Halloween weekend or something like that, because she was supposed to come, like I said, right before Thanksgiving. So it was going to be Halloween themed and stuff like that. We were going to be in costumes, do a drive-by. I wanted to be one of the Day of the Dead people. I really like that holiday. I'm not Catholic or Hispanic or anything, but I really, but I really like it. I appreciate it for what it means and all this stuff. So I was going to do that type of thing. And so I was going to have a table because, you know, they set up,
like an altar.
Yes, for the love with their loved ones and things like that. Yes, you know, and they welcome their loved ones' spirits back to where they are. Girl, my dad issues are so bad that I was debating on inviting my dad's spirit to my babies.
That's not I don't think that's an issue. I think that's smart. You do need to debate that. But you know how I am. Those things are important. So, like, you do need to debate that. You need to be mindful because you don't know. You don't want me inviting. You know, all folk ain't good folk. We also, for my people who are into the things, all your people are not good people. Remember that. All of your people do not wish you well. when you playing around with ancestor work. Anyway, whatever. Just keep
Thank
thinking
you.
about it.
Okay. But I'm thinking it's dad issue. I wasn't thinking about bad spirits.
And then you also have to think about if you want them there in general. Like,
I was like, do I want his spirit here at my baby shower? Like I feel like I've moved past the hurt and this and that, but then shit like this pop up to be like, do I want his spirit here? Like, it's just crazy because I'm talking about his spirit.
That's not crazy. Well, but it's me though. So like to me, it's not crazy.
Okay. Well, anyway, so like I have said, like I've recognized that I needed some guidance. I needed some counseling to talk some things out. It's multiple things. And I went to a counselor in my adult life one time when I was pregnant, and I realized I was pregnant. Like now that I'm not pregnant anymore, like I was pregnant. I lost my mind. And I felt so much better. And I did that because I was like, I'm pregnant and I want to be happy. I was happy and now I'm no longer happy and I want to be happy. This will be my first and only time, more than likely, being pregnant, yada, yada, yada. So I sought help and I felt so much better. I was able to process it. But I still realized I needed this in my life on a daily, on a regular. But it's taken, that was 2 years ago. It's going to be 2 in a couple months. So it's taken this long, and for this particular, for me ending this relationship, which means I'm cutting off a whole nother section of my life and people that I would know
and a big part of that.
Yeah, so like so that I'm like, I need to get over this. I need to move past the side effects. And so I was like, I need to go talk to somebody because it's just right here.
Because I know I mentioned earlier about grief and things like that, and how we do need to have a grief episode. You gotta grieve it, girl. That's a loss.
Is that what this is right now?
It's grief, and grief. Everybody is going through something. Everybody has something, and they like to grieve. Grief does not always just only apply to death. A lot of times, people think that that's the case, and also grief is not linear. So we're all familiar, like we've seen shows and little things that go through like the stages of grief and It's all kinds of stuff in between that, and sometimes you have stage 1. It's not gonna always be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. It might be a 1 day and then it's 3, and then like you're 5, and then like no, now you're back at 2 or whatever. And you can have days that you're fine, and grief is ongoing. And grief, and I think I posted this a while back, and somebody said something was like, if you got ongoing grief, then it's depression and no, grief and depression are completely separate. Depression is a diagnosis, grief is a process. Now, if you are having depression with grief, you can, but grief is not depression. Grief can go on for quite some time. Whether that's you getting a divorce, it doesn't matter if it was your decision or not. Loss of friendship, that's grieving.
It is. Loss
of family members. I don't mean death. I mean like let's just say y'all, you just can't fool them no more, whatever. That's grieving. Getting fired from a job, that's grieving.
I did a episode about that, how I was depressed when I got fired from a job. I grieved that job.
That is like such a major rejection. Even if you hate that job, I don't care if you hated it or whatever. It's still a form of rejection that you have to deal with. And it's also, think about work. We're grown. Work is a huge part of our lives.
Right.
What we do for work is a huge part of our lives. And to like abruptly, it's almost like getting ghosted a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you're fired or whatever, and then there's just nothing.
And then you have the shame of being fired.
Yeah. Then you have the shame. There's a lot of embarrassment. It's a lot of stuff. That in anger, we say anger is a masking emotion. There's so much stuff up under anger. First of all, you pissed off, but you pissed off because you embarrassed, ashamed. Maybe you feel inadequate. Yeah. Maybe you feel it's a whole bunch of stuff under that being pissed off.
Yeah.
But anyway, grief is not linear. Grieve how you grieve. Do how you do. It's okay. Go through those stages, and it's not something you can just. Oh, I'm just gonna get over it. Don't put that on yourself. That's holding yourself to a standard that's just you're just not going to be able to attain. That's not fair to you. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, I'm listening. That's not fair to you. Be fair to Erin.
Yeah,
Erin's a person.
She is.
Erin got to grieve.
She does.
It's not going to be a fun time.
It's not.
But Erin got help to process. So
yeah,
it's going to be awesome. Erin's going to find help to process.
And what I'm happy about is. Because I've been saying for the longest, I need to call them people, but I finally went on and did it. And then I know that once I go in there and I discuss this issue, I can also iron out all the other stuff that I know I need to deal with. Like, I know this is an issue for me. This is something I need to deal with, but I just ain't done it yet.
It's kind of like when you go to the doctor because you like maybe your elbow feel funny, but you're like, but also my knee been
right.
So while I'm here,
yes, listen here. Let's go ahead and talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you just
I'm excited, and I'm excited about that. Like I know it's gonna be bad days, good days, this and that, but I'm just happy to get the process.
It's work. It's work, but it's nice to have help because it's work.
Yes.
Either way, but it's work, but now you have help with that work.
Yeah.
Because either way, you're gonna have to process.
Right.
But this is just
right.
I'm super happy for you.
Thank you. Well, I mean, you did help me with this, and I mean, Kayshawn, I know you are private, so share and talk as much as you're willing to. And if you don't want to do you, then you can always take it to your work and things like that. But I did ask you of counselors, and you did tell me of a place.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was surprised to see that when I looked at the staff and everything, I was like, oh, it's all white
I
people.
had a preference. I'm gonna be real. Okay, so preference black ladies.
Okay, well, see, I didn't want to say it. Okay, so
that was my preference.
Kayshana sees a counselor, and I was just like,
okay. I can't just be on here and be like, therapy for everybody, therapy
well,
for everybody.
I didn't know. But no. I didn't know if like I said, I'm an open book about some things. I know some things you are. Okay.
I got therapy on Tuesday.
Okay. Well, see, I
got therapy on my lunch. I got therapy.
I didn't know you want to tell the daydreamers. I didn't know that. I didn't want to be the one to put her out.
Because there's nothing wrong with it, and that's the thing is we need to remove that.
Yeah, but I mean, I just didn't know if you wanted to talk. If you wanted to say that, is all I'm saying. It wasn't my place to say.
My mama is sick and don't know who I am anymore, and I'm going through a divorce. If I don't have a therapist, I don't know what the fuck I would be doing.
It's progressed that bad?
Good, yes. I had to explain to her twice today who I was.
I didn't realize it. Well, that makes sense why you've been kind of like how you are.
Ma'am, you talking about grieving?
Why you ain't
we can talk about that, grieving somebody while they still here. That is literally what I'm going through too.
That is hard.
So when I be saying stuff and when like you don't hear from me sometimes, which is rare, but I do have those days where I just
I don't have but why you ain't say? I mean, okay, that's another conversation.
But anyway,
bitch, why you ain't tell me? Look, I'm mad. Why you ain't? I mean, like you can. I mean, Keisha, you can. I know you keep things here, but you can be like,
girl, it's bad.
I mean, well, I'm just saying. Sometimes you can unload on me. But I've been back lifting weights and stuff. You can unload. I'm just saying. Sometimes, like, I understand you want to keep something to yourself, but I mean, like, if you need to unload, like, you can unload on me sometimes.
I know, and that's also a part of another thing in therapy about me not wanting to be a burden to people. But that's not. I know that's not what that is. I know I'm using I'm using my old language.
Okay,
I understand. We're working on
because
you
do it because that's real and that's your life and that's also your mother.
It's very shitty. Y'all know my daddy gone, so she's my last parent here.
Yeah, your last biological parent.
Yeah, last biological parent. So it's.
I mean, that's life.
It's hard, I got my siblings and stuff.
How many times I talked to you about the same thing that's stressing me or worrying me, Kayshawn?
I don't know. I just hold space.
You can, okay, but I'm saying though, like I'm just letting you know you don't. I know you have to deal with that within you, but I'm just saying.
But I know there's an invitation.
Yes,
thank you. I received that. And thank you, and I will take you up on it.
And the Chardonnay is kicking in, by the way.
Oh, that is a nice time. Let me tell you something I learned, not to just switch subjects.
Yeah.
So when I went to New Orleans the other week, I was on a train because I decided to take the train to New Orleans, whatever. We talked about that.
Yeah.
There was some very friendly people,
and
they decided to. I was being nice. They were rushed. They were rushing and had to run to catch the train.
Yeah.
And old girl was all red in the face. She was red in the face. And she was huffing and puffing. So I reached in my little book bag and gave her a water. And she was like, oh my God, thank you. And so they proceeded to share some White Claw. Let me tell you something about White Claw.
I got something like that in the refrigerator. Oh, yeah. You said
I didn't know this what y'all. I'm like, this why y'all be on this. This is good. Now, I love a seltzer, I love a Perrier.
Well, I'm not a big seltzer person, but I do like to drink and get drunk.
I am, and I was like, and I had never tried White Claw, and the people from the mountains of Caucasus, the Caucasian people, they go up for White Claw. And I'm like, they really be like, yes, White Claw.
Because
White Claw.
It's no carbs. It's also no carbs. It's low cal.
Yes.
Girl.
I had 4. That's not the point.
Let me tell you, when me and Larry sells that. My husband is a Budweiser salesman.
It's so good.
That's why I used to be drinking. That's why I be having all that stuff. I got something like it in the refrigerator right now, bitch.
Can I take it home?
I try. Oh,
I take it home.
I want you to drink with me.
I know, but like, I got. Let me tell y'all something.
Fine, you can take it home with you. Shit. I wanted her to drink.
Not like I ain't got like a little case of Pink Whitney in there. Like I got that from my little brother. Don't shame me. I got it from my little brother. He's 21, so he drinks stuff like Pink Whitney and Hypnotic. That's what he does. So
we did shit like that when we was 21. Go ahead.
That's right. So but if I know I have things to do, like the property manager's coming to repair my closet thing today, and I'm gonna have to put all my clothes back in there and reorganize that, and I got to do my floors today. Okay. I got hardwood floors. You got things to do. And I have to be productive. Now, if I ain't had to be productive,
okay.
You know. If it was like later, if I would have came over like after I did all of that.
Because see, normally we Zoom and see Kayshana's parents stay around the corner from me. So she just came to my house. I was like, oh, Kayshana, come to my house.
I had the people in town that was barbecuing.
We can take, we could drink, we take shots. But she's all like, no.
I can't. And then also like, I'm trying to be different in my life right now. I'm not a vegan, but I'm a vegan. But then also,
I am too.
I'm just trying to make choices.
Me
make
too.
Better choices.
But see, you came to my house, which means it's a party. Because I was headed to the gym because I needed to train for a spin and I needed to work out. But I didn't already drink the Chardonnay. I ain't going no fucking way.
Oh, we're going to skate tomorrow. It's cool.
Okay. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. Black people and seeking help and this and that. I'm ready. So, okay. So, you, like I said, I asked you, I didn't ask Kayshana who her therapist was. I was just like, where do you go? Because that is hella personal. And so she told me where she went. And I was just looking over the website and I was just like, everybody's white. And that's not a bad thing for me.
But I was referred there by somebody that I really trust, and we was super, super cool.
Okay.
That I used to work with. Shout out to Mr. Mr. E. He doesn't work there anymore, but I can't remember his first name. It doesn't matter. Anyway, he's cool. He's a counselor himself as well. So he was like, this is a really good place. And I took him up on that.
Okay.
And I did have a preference, and low-key still do if anything ever happened with my girl. Definitely gonna seek that preference. I was just a black woman. But it worked out. I gave her a chance. I'm like, well, let me just see. It worked out, and we have built a working relationship, and it works out for what I need. So we all may have preferences, especially when you're super new to the game. You want to feel more comfortable, and that's understandable because you want somebody to understand your culture, and you don't have to sit here and explain everything every 5 seconds and break down why this don't mean this, but this mean that. If you can find somebody, even though they may not look like what you thought you wanted, as long as it's a positive relationship and it's working for you. Yeah. It don't matter what they look like. It don't matter how old they are or where they're from. As long as it works.
I never. Let me back up real quick. Let me ask you this question if you don't mind. So, like I said, I knew for years that I needed therapy, but it's taken me up until now, really November, to realize. November. Anyway, to realize. To make the steps to be like, this is to do it. I knew years ago. But like today, I was like, I need to go. I really need to make this happen right now because of this situation. So with you, whatever whatever it was, your big boom, like how long did it take from you being like, you know what, I need to go see somebody, to whatever it was that caused you to go ahead and be like, to go ahead and make that appointment? Like, what was that time frame in that process for you real quick?
So it was very similar, like kind of like there's always underlying stuff. Like I've been needed to go to therapy.
Right.
Everybody got stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody has things. Between that time, I'd say it may have taken like a month, and it may have taken a month because I was not in the best of places, and kinetic energy was not my best friend. Yeah. All my shit was not kinetic. I was in a hole. And, when you're in a hole and you're severely depressed, it's hard to actually complete a task. Like, it's really hard to kind of, even if something as simple as calling to set an appointment.
Yes, I
understand. Difficult. So it took me.
It's difficult to answer the phone.
It is.
When I got fired,
you just look
back in 2018. Like, my girlfriend texted me and was like, "Did you change your number?" Because she had called me so many times, but like I couldn't reach over and answer the phone.
It's hard.
But she texted me and was like, after so many calls, and was like, "Did you change your number?" And I had to be like, and at that point, I'm like, my girl is trying to reach out to me. She's trying to talk. She's trying to kick it with me. She's trying to see what's up. Like, and I want to hang with you. But I'm so. But you can't. But when she was like, "Did you change your number?" I said, "Let me go ahead and just message her." Girl, I just been this, and that, and I glossed over it. I told her I was sad or whatever, but I ain't tell her like how deep it was. Anyway, all that. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, when you understand how difficult it can be to do quote unquote it's just simple tasks,
to even move your arm.
Care, it's hard, girl. If you wash your ass that day,
to flip your hair.
If you wash your ass that day, you did good. If you cleared out, if you got all the cups out your room,
if you went to the bathroom, instead of holding it all day,
girl, yes. If you went and did not tear your bladder up today,
okay.
If you drank water, if you ate food that wasn't like a pack of crackers,
yes,
or Uncrustable. I haven't watched it because me and Uncrustables, I was like, "Oh, girl, you slipping down the slope now. You see what's going on."
My depressed meal is ramen noodles and a slice of cheddar cheese from the block. That's my and toast, butter toast. That's my depressed meal. It's also a feel good meal, but it's a depressed meal.
I haven't watched it. Like you eating purple bag Doritos and bitchin' sauce for dinner. That's not food. I swear. Mm-hmm. Now sometimes I do that because I'm a child and I will eat like a child.
Exactly, it's good.
And it is good. But it's like amazing. Sometimes there's a difference that you gotta watch it.
Yeah,
you gotta really watch it. It's like, are you eating this because it's good and you just want this, or are you eating this because you're sad and you don't want to cook?
It's available.
You don't have. Mm-hmm. You don't give a fuck, or are you just not eating? And also, are you even eating all of it?
Right.
Like, how hard is it to complete an Uncrustable? Like, I mean, I pick over it because.
Are you eating it all? I went through depression and I didn't eat for 2 weeks.
Are you taking a bite and leaving it there, and then I also, for me, another sign is like, are you in the bed in broad daylight? You in the bed at 5? Mm-hmm. Why are you in the bed at 5 and you're not gonna get up to the next morning?
Wait, are you in the bed? For me, some years ago, are you in the bed at 5 o'clock in the clothes you had on yesterday? In your day clothes, not your night clothes.
You got your outside clothes.
The outside clothes you had on yesterday. Are you still wearing them as you're still in the bed today? The clothes you had on yesterday during the
bra included, because
that's how you know you're depressed. If you don't take your bra off,
if you don't take,
you don't have the energy or the what is, you don't have the whatever to take your bra off. And you lay in that same bra for 24 hours, 48 hours, 36 hours. I've done it. It's real. Because the bra and the panties be the first thing to go when I come in the house.
You're not even comfortable.
No.
You don't care. You don't care about comfortability. You just don't want to do it.
Yes.
You don't want to do anything. You don't want anybody needing anything from you. Don't need me. I don't want to do anything. And you just can't.
Girl.
You can't. You don't have capacity. I get it.
I'm so happy I'm not there no more, girl.
Look,
I'm not there.
And it's also super important to recognize those signs. The things that we're saying are for us. But even sitting here, like, some of us, our stuff is similar, but some of it is different. Mm-hmm. Pay attention. It's so important to pay attention to you.
The patterns.
In yourself, because everybody's different. Yours might be waking up early in the morning or something, where ours is getting in the bed at 5 o'clock.
See, and you know what? Lately, I told you I woke up at 1 o'clock the other day, and I just went ahead and just started doing my work for the day and this and that. I have been waking up today. Why am I up at 4 o'clock? It's Saturday, y'all.
Anxiety.
That's and I'm sitting. But you know what though? But I said I've been doing that too much because I'm trying to. I'm just trying to be aware. I'm not. I don't know if I'm actively, but I happen to be aware of the fact that I have been waking up. I've been taking naps. You know this.
Anxiety about not being able to finish your task for work.
I'm just like,
I'm guessing,
and I'm thinking, and I don't know, because I've only been back at work really for like 2 days. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know, but I'm like. But I realized that I'm like, what's going on in my life right now? I think it's just I think it's just trying to like make time for all the things that I want to do, plus the things that need to be done, plus the things that have to be done.
And
I think that's probably what it is.
And if you're like me, where you wake up at 1 o'clock and you'll be up, I'll wake up in the middle of the night, like 2, 3 usually, and I'm just up, and I'll go back to sleep, but I'll be up for a couple of hours. Excuse me, due to anxiety.
That's what it is.
Like, girl, you gonna fail this class, girl.
And see, that's why I was
like,
something...
oh, did you do this? Or you got to do this for work? Oh, they want this, or oh, they want that, or oh no, did you think your life was gonna be like this, girl? You get a divorce. What's happening?
You know what, bitch? Your life is... I mean, outside of your divorce, I told you this before when it first started. Your life ain't me looking. I mean, you're going through divorce. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
It's what it is.
But if you remove that divorce, like,
if you just subtract the divorce,
if you're good. Like, you have a new apartment. Like, yeah, you're on you're by yourself. You've been in two people in the house for X amount of years, whatever. You've been with this man for a long time, like
13 years.
As long as I've been in Nicholas's life, it seems like. But the thing is like, I understand that. I'm not trying to diminish that, but you got this new apartment. It's so pretty. It's old school. It's an old house restored. It's nice. You have your own space. You did it up all shining mystical crystals and incense and shit.
I can like the door open.
You are. Well, I kind of do that now as a married. But anyway, you have that, like, you have a job that you like, that you're good at, that you've been wanting something like this for a long time. You're still working in the space that you've always worked in, but now you're really getting that pay and that recognition and that work that you've always wanted.
Not the pay,
well, I mean, it's better than what it was.
It is.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna say that it's better. It's better than what I'm not saying you there. I'm saying you're not there anymore. No,
right.
You're not.
I'm
there
not there, but I'm not there.
Exactly.
Okay, I get it.
That's what it is. And then, like, your artwork is the shit. You're doing good with that. I'm not saying this because you're my friend. Your artwork is the shit. You're back in school. You have me and Zipporah as a friend. You just became a co-host of a podcast. You are the vice president of a Black artist collective group. You started for that. You're on the board. Like, I'm saying, outside of, and that's just what we're listing right here. There's probably some more shit. You know what I'm saying? But, like, outside of the divorce, you really rocking it.
Well, I do what I can. But we all
your
know,
dreadlocks are to your hip, bitch. Yeah. Like, you got length. Okay, you are.
I got my edges.
Yes, you have all your edges.
I got edges.
You have the septum piercing. you are on hiatus right now. Yes, right. Your braces finna come off. You're on hiatus right now from being a fitness instructor, but you have one of the dopest cardio hip hop classes.
I'm coming back at some point.
You really are popping.
I thank you.
I'm just saying,
those things may be true. They are. I mean, when I say may,
they are. You really are.
Those
popping.
Things are true, and I receive those things. Thank you so much for your recognition. Of those things,
of all the things.
The thing about that is that anxiety is a liar. Anxiety doesn't give a fuck about what you actually have going on. Anxiety doesn't care about what's real.
That's true.
Anxiety is irrational. So those are the irrational thoughts. And some of them, the most fucked up thing about a lot of parts of my anxiety is that they're actually based in rationality. Like when it comes to things about my mother. Or, things like, damn, hey, guess what? Your mama gonna die. She don't know who the fuck you are, bitch. Like, guess what? And it sucks. Like, so you wake up, you think about that, and you're up, and you're like, damn, look at your life. Look at your life. Look at it. You ain't here by yourself. Did you think it was gonna be like this? Look at you. You failed. You failed in marriage. You're gonna fail at school. These are thoughts. I'm not saying these things are real.
Because you didn't fail. You did what you did.
I didn't. But there's, these are irrational thoughts, and this is where that redirection comes in, that self-redirection has to come in, which I do. Because I have coping skills. I have the tools because I go to therapy.
Right.
So go. So, like, everybody has intrusive thoughts and irrational intrusive thoughts. And everybody has a sprinkling of anxiety. But my anxiety, It's there, bro. So when it's really bad, that's what happens, and I have to kind of redirect
talk yourself off the cliff,
and like maybe disassociate a little bit with TikTok or something like that. Like, yeah,
Keshada's TikTok is really awesome. I say y'all should follow her TikTok because it's really cool. It's just chill.
It's KHG Studios with an S.
And Zipporah and my dog Ragnar have a combined TikTok. It's Zippy Loves Ragnar,
and it's cute.
Y'all should check it out. It's just videos of Zipporah.
Y'all
and
know
Ragnar.
We got a TikTok, Daydreamers Podcast. Is it Daydreamers Podcast?
Yes, Keshana runs our TikTok because she does TikTok really well. But while you're looking that up, let's see.
Sure.
Okay, back to what we were actually talking about, the seeking medical professionals that are the same ethnicity. I never was that person to be like, I need a black doctor. I need a black OBGYN. I need a black... I never was that person. And like,
I am.
I had never been... And I've always had white for everything, okay?
Yeah, but if I could find...
I never had a bad experience or anything. And the other thing is that it got to the point, like, in recent years that I was like, damn, maybe something wrong with me that I don't want a black doctor.
No, there's nothing wrong.
But I'm just saying, like, it was what I was looking at. Well, everybody was posting social media wise and even conversations was, I wanted a black doctor. But but you don't hear what the people that aren't saying anything.
Because a lot of times there's a lot of training for like cultural sensitivity and cultural norms for whether it's doctors or any kind of professionals, counselors, whatever, because you have to take those things into account because sometimes things can look like how we were talking about depression. Depression looks a lot different in Asian communities. And then also specific Asian sub-communities as well. So like things that are just have a general definition to them can look a lot different depending on your culture. So if you are not familiar with the culture and you're not familiar with the language, even like just the black language, how we speak and things like that, you may not even understand what the fuck I'm trying to tell you. Or you may not understand, like, if I come here and they say, how you feeling? Or, like, how's your parents? Like, it don't hurt like talking about. If you don't know if you're not familiar with our language, you don't even know what that means.
Like talking about?
Yeah, like, you don't even know, like, it's it's whatever, it's not, if you don't, I can't remember what movie that was, but there was two dudes on a plane. It's an old ass movie, like from the 70s. And the stewardess could not understand the black man, and they had to get the white. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I just know the situation.
That old white one was like, "I can help. I speak jive."
What I thought about was that when the Migos was getting ready to jump on Joe Budden, when he cut they interview off. Yeah, that's what. Because I didn't know what they were saying either. I'm Southern and black, and I didn't know what they were saying.
It's just the way that we speak, whatever you want to call it. It's easier if there's a little less of a barrier, or that veil is thinned as much as possible.
See, I just didn't.
It can't help,
I've never been in a situation where I felt like they don't really understand me. The only time though, like with my OBGYN, it's not because she's white. It's because I felt like, how come you didn't pick up on these cues? Like, because I was talking to her about some things. Like, people keep asking me if I'm going to make it. Like, do I look like I'm not going to make it? I keep having these cramps. Zipporah came 6 weeks early. Like,
who the fuck says you weren't going to... I just got mad. Who said that?
Girl, everybody I ran into
was like... everybody?
Everybody I ran into. You think you going to make it till November 19th?
Oh, I thought you meant like, girl.
Like life or death?
Girl.
Oh, no. No, that meant like, you really think you're going to make it till, 40 weeks? And I was like, well, I don't know. This is my first time being pregnant. I'm assuming why wouldn't I?
And also that's an estimate.
It is.
It's an estimate.
And my mama is convinced that they calculated my days wrong.
They could, and even with them calculating, it's all still an estimate.
It is. But like, I just feel like, how come you didn't pick up on some of these cues? And I wasn't like I said, Zipporah was 6 weeks early based on our calculations. Like, it wasn't time to check my cervix. Probably like in the next week or two, it would have been time to check my cervix every time I go. But like, I mean, that's the case. I have been dilated because like she came like right after that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like, so for me, I'm a low key, like, I don't really want to fool with that doctor. And she ended up moving. But the woman I had to see after my 6 weeks appointment, it was kind of like I said, like to sit down and talk to my doctors. And she wasn't really talking. She was just like, oh, you don't really seem like you're depressed. I was like, no, I'm not depressed. But that was also 6 weeks. 15 months later, I realized I was, I had been. But I just felt like I like that. Talk to me, get to know me. I talk to my doctors and stuff. My family doctor
You're
now.
supposed to. Y'all, please talk to your doctors. Yeah. I know they on a time crunch and they be trying to be in and out like 10
right,
minutes.
But it's like,
whatever, but
take the time with me. Like my family doctor, I love him. He talks to me and I come in there with my list of stuff and and I know he got other patients and this and that, but like he sit down and he talks to me, he let me spill it all out, and he will talk to me. He will be like, and like he'll be like, I don't want you to think I'm doing X, Y, and Z, but this is my reason. Oh yeah, well I'm with you with that, sir. Please explain to me
the reason. And
yes.
And if you feel uncomfortable, or maybe you have some social anxiety, or you just don't feel like you can properly advocate for yourself, bring an advocate with you. Mm-hmm. Bring it could be your best friend, sibling, whatever, somebody you don't mind, like knowing your medical history or whatever.
Girl, I can take my girlfriend to the health clinic before.
Come inside with me because I may forget to ask something.
Yeah.
Or, oh, that baby tired.
She's so sweet.
That baby tired.
You threw her off coming to the house because when you came to the house, she was like, "Oh, it's somebody. It's Miss Kayshana. She just not on the phone. She like in person." But yeah, so
just ask.
I just never been that person to be like, I need a black doctor.
Well, and there are things, because if you think about it, like think about this, the displaced stuff that's like inside the doctor's office, we just now getting black illustrations of black people, and so things look differently, especially when it comes to dermatology and things like that. Mm-hmm. They look differently on black skin, and so sometimes it may look like you have an issue and you really don't. It's just called melanin, and like we get hyperpigmentation super easy.
You know what that reminds me of?
Look like something.
The episode of Insecure when Issa took the kids to the beach. These kids are from California or whatever, and they've never been to the beach. And she was talking to her white, this is probably like season 2 or something, 1 or 2. But like, she was talking to her white colleagues, and she was saying something about sunscreen. And the white colleagues were like, I didn't know they needed sunscreen. Talking about the black students that were in their program.
We do. You would get burnt up. I got burnt in Mexico. My shoulders wasn't peeling when I got back. And I did put something on, but I did not reapply it. Y'all, we got sunscreen.
I remember my mama went off when my brother was in daycare. She went off on some of them teachers, not the directors, because the directors knew her because through me or whatever. But like my brother, like the kids they were little. They were like 2, 3. They were playing on the playground and they had got into some ants. Mm-hmm. And so I think like she went off on one of the teachers because like my brother didn't get medicine, or he didn't get something. And the teacher didn't recognize. It couldn't have been one of his regular teachers. It had to be like somebody that was just like floating or some shit. But anyway, my mama was just basically like, just because he don't turn red and blotchy, and my brother, like, we're not dark skin. We're brown skin. We're light brown skin people. And so, especially when he was younger, but like, bitch, just cause you couldn't look at his foot and tell it wasn't swole, you couldn't do, like, how the fuck you didn't recognize
people who are on the darker spectrum like myself, or people even darker than me. Mm-hmm. A lot of times those signs of like heat stroke and stuff that you look for in little kids, a heat rash, it looks completely different on my skin. I'm not gonna turn, some person turn a little red because
but black people can like, see, like,
but we know what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm like, I can we
know
what be like, oh, you red in the face.
Like. And like, please wear your sunscreen. Shout out to Black Girl Sunscreen. Use that on your face. It's not gonna make you ashy. If you are looking for a sunscreen that will not turn you gray, Black Girl Sunscreen. It can also be used on black men. It's good for your face.
Any last thoughts on label me, medical help in the black community?
Label me. Please label me so I can know what I'm supposed to do, so we can go ahead and start a treatment plan. Label me.
Please.
I'm trying to get in there. Okay. I'm trying to look now, don't have me out here. I prefer like when I learned about like my neurodivergency and stuff. It's like, yo, this is how people think. This is how regular people get to live their life all the time. Meanwhile, I got stuff going on all the time. I thought that was regular. It's like, no, girl, people be chilling. How? What? Label me so I can know what it is. I can call a thing a thing. I can find a sense of community and find different ways to work with what it is that I have. Label me, whether it's high blood pressure or whatever it is, something mental, whatever. Like, you need to know what it is so you can start figuring out either A, what you're going to do about it, or like B, just being able to have a language and to call a thing a thing. So when you do get to your next provider or whoever, because you're not always going to have the same provider that's health or mental health, you'll be able to say, this is this, this is this, and this is this, and it'll save you a lot of time. So
I second that motion. Okay. I don't really have anything in trending. My head has been down. I've been focusing on sick baby, dinner, and work, and so I have no clue what's going on out there. You know what's going on out there?
What's coming up? What we got coming up?
I'm talking about just anything just trending.
Trending, girl. This was a week for me. Let me tell you.
I don't know nothing.
These people still out here arguing about Kevin Samuels and Hoochie Daddy shorts. They still doing all of it. I really don't
care.
Thank you, because I don't. I did not have capacity to do things I actually low-key wanted to do this week, let alone be worried about what the fuck the shade room got going on.
Okay.
But next time, though, we will have some things. Maybe I make no promises, as I just did. But still. This is good.
You have any church announcements?
No, I have no church announcements. School starts Monday. Okay. You know Spanish?
No, the last time I took Spanish was in college, circa 05, 06.
Do you have conversational Spanish?
Bitch.
I know who do, but she probably not gonna have time. But I'm gonna need somebody to talk to. Necesito someone.
You need
hablamos en español
that speaks. You need someone that speaks Spanish. I knew that. And you know what? I was always like, I got to the point to where I could hear it and interpret it, the basics, but it was I wasn't like, I'm finna speak it.
That conjugation be whooping my ass. We gonna speak.
And yeah, I took it in high school, but like I can't tell you nothing. I learned it to pass the class, and after I passed the class, I was done.
That's what I did.
I don't have any church announcements outside of just shout out to my husband for washing our laundry. I wash the poorest laundry.
Go ahead, Larry.
But washing our laundry and folding the clothes, because I got up and like the clothes, like sometimes I'll wash them. Sometimes I may wash it and I may forget it's in there. And he has to come back and wash them again and be like, Erin, you just he has to fuss at me, and I'd be like, my bad, dog. But yeah, shout out to him for washing the laundry and folding my clothes. Like that is such a nice thing.
It is. It's a simple thing. It's not like large things.
I don't do laundry. I do Zipporah's laundry because I am her mother, and it has to be done.
But if you can do something to make my life simpler in some sort of way, that is much appreciated. I
appreciate that so much. I went in there yesterday expecting the clothes to still be in baskets because like we have been washing, but like they haven't been getting folded. And like I'm not finna fold the clothes. Not that I'm just saying I won't do it. I just don't do it. If I do it, it's because it's been 3 months and something like that. But I went in there expecting the clothes to still be in baskets, but I went in there and there were 2 baskets in the laundry room, and they were my clothes and they were folded, and I was like, I don't have to search for my big pregnant drawers to go work out in. They're right here available. I don't have to search from anything. I could just be like, oh, here's a workout tank top right here. Here's a bra right here. And I was like, praise God. Just, it's the small things. So shouts out to Larry Davenport. I love you for washing the clothes and then folding them. I truly appreciate it.
You could have just left them there, but you didn't.
You didn't.
But you did.
And you folded them, and they're so nice and neat. And I don't tell you this because I am a bitch.
Girl!
But I want to say thank you.
Anyway.
The Chardonnay has kicked all the way in. Do we have any BCC news? Any, like...
Girl, no, not right now. We got a meeting coming up. You know, we just got to get our stuff with the action.
Oh, we got a meeting coming up. I don't be knowing shit.
No, that's cool. You were on the thing. Like, you know, we got the thing. When Vitus return.
I will say this, you guys. Our artist collective group we're starting to pick up some momentum and speed, and so some people are commissioning us to do different things. Like recently, we just did. I say we as a group, but me as a poor one there. But we got commissioned to do a mural on a basketball court out in Richwood.
Dope.
It's really dope. Those pictures are on our socials too. But all that to say, we have a lot of opportunities where we're commissioned to do things and we need volunteers. So if y'all are interested in doing any type of community work, even if you're like, oh, I don't know how to paint,
whatever,
or I don't know how to
hours, we'll tell you what you need to do.
I don't know how to speak in front of people, whatever. Cool. You can just come and just like print the paper out. You can come and just like rinse out the paint brushes. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of stuff that we need help with that you don't necessarily have to have artistic skill for.
Exactly.
But if you are a local creator, whether that is a literary creator, a visual artist, a performing artist, musician, please go to our page. And if you our private membership page, which is under the same name, answer the questions, and we'd love to have you be a part of our group if you are local, but you've got to make sure you answer those membership questions. If you fail to do so, even if you were invited by someone else, you will not be admitted. Yeah. You've got to answer the questions.
Yeah, that's for our private Facebook group.
That's it.
But yeah, we always have like some... Well, I say we do. We always have something where you can volunteer. And if you can't volunteer as in being there and doing the work or assisting the creatives in their work, like you can share the information and you can also like donate like water. Yeah. Because they be outside working. You can always donate like, let me buy y'all lunch, or put in money for the lunch tray because we're out there working, doing X, Y, and Z.
In the sun.
Yeah. So that's all we got.
And thank you to everybody who did donate monetarily and beverages for that project. We really appreciate that. And thank you to everyone who shares our events and what it is that we're doing. That helps a lot more than you know. Yeah. The more that is shared, the more people can kind of see what we have going on, and so even if they're not able to participate in that event, they get to know what BCC is and what it is that we're trying to do out here. It's super important.
Okay, that's all I got, girl. You got anything else?
Nope. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye. Follow us. The Chardonnay is kicked in. Follow us on all these socials at Love Erin AD
and at KHD Studios with an S. That's on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Yes. And KHD Studios with an S.com for the website. And y'all, please email us at adaydreamerspodcast@gmail.com. We want to start answering some of your questions, whether that's if you have a question or maybe you want to send an anonymous Ask the Dreamers letter so we can start that segment. But we cannot start that segment without you guys. So we need some questions.
I'm going to just let you know. If you ask me something,
now we're going to tell them. We're going to tell.
I mean, it may not be.
Now, we're not telling y'all what to do, but we're telling y'all what to do. Now, you do that at your own risk. But,
it will be Chardonnay infused. I'm just going to
say if you just want our opinion or whatever, yeah, whatever. So, yeah, email us there. And also, if you're interested in becoming a sponsor and you'd like a sponsored segment on our show, please also email us at adaydreamerspodcast.com.
All right. Bye.
Bye.